Hey guys, welcome to the replay. So excited that you've joined me. Tonight we're going to be talking about how you can set yourself up for success on the first day of every single month. Hey everybody! I know it's late. This is going to be really fast. I'm going to try and balance my phone here. So my name is Christy Collins. Hello from Oklahoma. I'm here in Andover, Massachusetts. I just got my boys to bed and my mom is arriving from California in just a few hours. And so I'm going to be doing the most important part of my MMO, my monthly mode of operation for the first day of the month. So I'm so glad you're joining in from Texas, California, New Jersey. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So everybody's night is winding down, and you know that you have only a few hours left in the first day of the month. And you've seen so many periscopes and heard so much about the last day of the month, right? And so, Wisconsin, very fun. So but today is the first day. The first day is so important. It's so fun. It's so crucial. It's crucial, guys. How you start this day and end this day sets the tone for the whole rest of your month. So what I would like to do, hey Shelly, what I'd like to do is I would like to talk to you about what I've done every single day on the first day of the month since September. I just looked back through all my planning sheets and I realized it's been a full year since I started this process. Oh, see, hey, you guys are so cute. You're finding all these things in common. If you heard my scope today, you saw that I was like, I'm just going to dive into them because especially when it's late at night, I feel like we just want to get to our topic and just go for it. So if you guys want to tap for hearts, if you want to swipe to share, great. I'm just going to go for it here. So my name is Christy Collins and I'm a Diamond Leader with Young Living. And I love to do scopes around the skills and the personal growth and the systems that you need to have in place to really succeed, especially if you're an introvert like I am, and especially if you are a homeschooling parent or a busy parent, or gosh, if you've got a full-time job, basically if you're really busy and you're trying to fit a very successful network marketing career into a small amount of time each day. Okay, so I used to feel like I didn't have time to do what I'm going to tell you that I now do on the first day of the month, but then I realized that if I don't do this, I'm setting myself up for failure. So this is what I've done every day. Usually I do it in the afternoon, but I've kind of started realizing with my own rhythm and how my energy works, nighttime is the perfect time for this. It gets dark. I'm in more of a reflective mood, and this is just a great time for me to do this. Plus, I love to do this kind of reflection right before bed because then it all just kind of like percolates and like I dream about it and I just let the universe work on it while I'm sleeping. So what I'm going to invite you to do is I'm going to invite you to spend the first day of each month really reflecting on what has happened the month before and where you're going for the month ahead. Has anybody already done this today for September? If you have, comment and let me know how it's gone. Let me know some of the inspirations you've had. Let me know some of the ahas that you've had. And if you haven't done it, but you'd like to know how to do it, go ahead and just tap. Let me know with some hearts that this would be helpful for you guys. Because again, I only want to do scopes that are helpful for you guys. Hey Sue, hey Sue. You haven't done it, but you need to. Never done it before. Okay, Sue, you're watching from vacation. That's awesome. Total commitment. That's why you're watching. Awesome. Okay, so on your to-do list. Okay, but it hasn't been done yet. So let's just go ahead and start the process for you guys right now. So sometimes with end of month craziness, it can get so berserk that you're just like, it's just like there's no time to even think. You just are like doing, trying, and then whoosh, it's like this huge out breath, and you can almost feel it through your whole organization. Everyone's just like, oh, now we can kind of take a break. Well, the fun part about network marketing is you can take a break, but the beautiful part is, when you logged into your virtual office today, you start out at 0. Every month, there's 0. There's this clean slate. And so you don't want to take too much of a break because the month goes by so fast. Like, how many of you guys have noticed how quickly the months go by when you're in network marketing? It's like all of a sudden, whoosh, it's gone. You're now on to the next month. It's like, whoa, where did it go? Like, wasn't it just the beginning of the month, like a day or so ago? It's so crazy. That's why doing a month And well, you can call it whatever you want. You could call it a month end evaluation, a month beginning evaluation, but it's so crucial that every single month you evaluate. Okay, so first, what I'd like you to do, what I always do with my first day of the month, oh, the zero is discouraging, but it goes away so quickly, right? That's the beautiful thing. The zero PV is only there for like a second. So I want you to really do some reflection on how August went, and look back. And I'm gonna go through my little document here, and I'll share with you some of the questions that I asked myself. First thing I always ask myself, what went well? What was something that really rocked in August? Like, what did we do really well as a team? What went awesome? So I'd love to have you guys share. Sometimes we gloss over these things and we think about them, but we don't actually say them out loud. We don't actually put them on paper. We don't share them with anyone. And that's such a shame, because then that greatness just it just like floats away. So for you, it was enrollments. Awesome. How many enrollments did you guys have on your team last month? Inspiration at convention. Yeah, that was great. That was such a great month. New sign up. Awesome. What else, guys? Tell me what went really well. 17 enrollments. That's great. That's great. Signups. First month to really work the business. You had a great month. Awesome. Lots of gatherings. 8 gatherings. You rocked it. You were committed. 8 gatherings is great. That's going to set you up for some awesome momentum. 34 enrollments. Your mom signed up finally. That is a huge, huge win, right? Planting lots of seeds. Great. That's a great thing to do in August, because in September they're going to harvest. They're going to bloom. Did care calls. Awesome. 14 signups. Wonderful. You guys, I want you to write these things down. I want you to get out, whether it's a piece of paper or it's an electronic Word document or whatever you do, I want you to write whatever you just commented in, write that down. It may not even seem significant right now. I guarantee when you go back and look at your leadership planning worksheet from this month, next year, you're going to be like, holy cow, look at how far I've come. You're going to see the growth. So it's so important to put that down, okay? Celebrate what went well, because otherwise, if you don't celebrate it, you're telling the universe, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could give me some more good stuff, but I'm not really so sure about it. No, we want to tell the universe, yes, like arms stretched open. Please, I loved this. August was great. Send me more. This is what went well. More, please. Yes, please. Give it to me, right? That's what we want to say. You have to start with acknowledging what you did so that you can have more of it, okay? So the second thing I looked at was, what activities did I do that produced the most growth and success? What did I do as a business builder, and what did I do as a leader? And to me, those are two different things, right? There are things I do as a builder, and there's things that I do as a leader. I want to look back at my month and I want to say, what really contributed to our success this month? Because if something went well, I want to do it again. And sometimes we don't always know what created our success unless we take the time to actually look at it. You went to convention. Yes. How many, Christy, you also share the things I need to hear. Your periscopes are very helpful. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. How many of you guys went to convention, and how many of you guys felt that that was a huge game changer in your business? How many people? Like, tap on the screen, say yes, type in a comment. For me, I know the first year I went and I was a senior star. I was one of 2 people from my team to go. Yeah, look at this. It changed my life. It rocketed me years ahead. I didn't know why I was going. I had no income to really buy any of the tickets or the hotel or anything. I just know I knew I needed to go because I knew I had big dreams. It was worth every penny. Just one session of convention alone was worth every single penny I spent to get there. So yes, you want to write that down, because when the tickets go on sale for convention for next year, you want to realize what an impact that made on you, so you can pick up the phone, call your team members and say, hey guys, you gotta go, and this is why. You have the passion, you share with them what that meant to you, you share with them why you put that down on your month-end evaluation, and that's gonna help them get one step closer to coming. If you bought your ticket for next year, awesome, awesome. So you want to look at, what did you do as a business builder? What did you do as a leader that contributed to your success? Hey, here's a question. So I am not really a blue. I'm not really known as a fun person. I try, but it's just not my natural inclination. I'm very serious and I know my Periscopes are all like, let's go do it. But so I have purposely put a question on my leadership form for each month that says, what did I have the most fun doing this month in my business? That was an interesting question for me because for the first couple months, I didn't have anything to put down. I mean, literally, I love to work. I mean, I have fun working. Being productive and working is really fun for me. You can catch, I talk about the colors in the scope I did earlier today. If you catch the replay, I went over a very quick summary of the colors. You'll be able to tell where you slot in if you watch that one. So I was so stumped by this question for the longest time because I was like, shoot, like I didn't really have fun doing any of this. I know that's going to sound awful, right? Like I'm a diamond leader with Young Living. I didn't have fun. It's not to say I didn't enjoy the work. I love my work. I would not be doing this, but I didn't really have fun. And so having this question on my form has forced me to really figure out how to have fun with this business. Like fun, not in my weird sort of like have fun being productive way, but like fun in a real fun way. Because it's a skill I'm trying to cultivate with myself. So I would love to hear and learn from you guys. What is the thing that you did in your business this month that you had the most fun with? For me, it was convention. Hands down, loved convention. And I just had a really fun planning dinner with some of my leaders. And that was really fun. We had dinner, we had some wine, and that was really, really nice. Did you guys have anything that you would put down as, you know, a great fun time in August? Convention, awesome. Convention, it is a very good time, isn't it? Your convention recap, awesome. Awesome, awesome. What else? Convention was it. Make and takes. Yeah, I always have fun. Make and takes and beauty schools are so much fun for me. That's why I'm putting them on my calendar for September because I love doing that. You like taking pictures on Instagram. Awesome. I still haven't gotten on Instagram yet. Brainstorming with leaders. Yes. You know, I find folks that for me, the fun always comes in when I'm around other people from my team. And so I have to remind myself, I don't know if any of you guys out there are introverts, but for me, my natural inclination as an introvert is just to sit here in my desk and in my office and just work. And I have to really stretch myself to get out and like see people because it's just not my natural MO. But every time I do it, I'm so glad and I have so much fun. So it's something that I'm trying to build into my month so that I can actually connect with my folks. They're so cool. Like I love all of them. We have so much fun. Okay, so once you've looked back at your month, and looked at what's gone well, what you've done well, then you also look at what you had fun with. Then I always look at, okay, let's look ahead. Let's look at lessons learned and let's look at how I want to excel next month. If you make yourself, it is always so much fun. Yes, it is, right? Once you get out, it's fun. That should be an introvert t-shirt. Just get out and do it. See people. So when you look ahead to the next month, some of the things that I look at, what do I want to do differently next month as a builder? Okay, so these are the activities that I do as a builder. These are what are the things am I doing with my personally enrolled folks? What am I doing to help educate people, to train people, to enroll people? I look at all those things and I get very specific, right? So like right now I've been kind of sketchy with it. It's still in its first draft. I'm like, host more events. That's so bogus, right? Host more events. That doesn't mean anything. So I'm going to have to like slap myself on the side of the head and go back to look at that when I finish the scope and say, what does that mean? Host more events. How many events? When are my events going to be? What events do I want to do, right? Who am I doing them for? This is the level of detail you want to get into in this month planning leadership worksheet because you want to be able to use it as literally a working plan. Okay, so what else did I say? Connect in with all of my personally enrolleds. That's not realistic for me to do in 1 month, right? So I'm going to have to go back to that one again and say, okay, who am I connecting with? And when I look at my chunks of time that I have for my care calls, how many people can I realistically reach this month? And I'm going to prioritize the people that I want to call first and why, okay? So I also look at what do I want to do differently as a leader this month? Guys, this is really hard. I will be honest, leadership is really hard. Maybe it's easier for other leaders out there. For me, this has been really challenging because it's like you start out building your business and you master all these skills, right? How to host an event, how to enroll someone, how to do a care call. Like even for me, it was like how to get on Facebook, like how to post on Facebook, how to find my notifications on Facebook, like all these things I had to master. And it's almost like when I used to work in the corporate world and I would see people who are very good workers, and then they would be such a good worker, they get promoted to management, and then they would suck as management. Like, have you guys ever been in the corporate world and you've seen people who are great at what they did and then they got promoted to management or leadership and they really were bad at it because they hadn't been trained in it? And it's a whole different skill set. Being a leader is a whole different skill set. And I believe that you're a leader. You're a leader at every single rank in Young Living. You don't wait till you're a diamond to be a leader. You are a leader at every single rank. But what you're asked to do and the breadth of what you're asked to do and the role that you play changes. And for me, I hesitated about diamond for a long time. I did not, when I was filling out these worksheets from like October of last year through March of last year, I was so wishy-washy because I was really scared to become a diamond leader. I looked at what diamond leaders did and I was like, oh gosh, that looks so scary. Like, I'm going to have to talk to people. I'm going to have to go do events. I'm going to have to be out there. I wasn't personally prepared yet for it. And so I pushed it off. I was not committed to it. And so my rank stayed at platinum for a very long time. I had to embrace diamond. I had to embrace that new level of leadership. And I am still really struggling with it. It's hard for me, especially as an introvert. It's hard for me to be so conscious of communication and so conscious of what I say and so conscious of everybody's different personalities and trying to help everyone be happy, even though I know that's not possible. But anyway, what I do with this question of what do I want to do differently as a leader is I really look at how do I want to personally grow as a leader. And I tap into the energy of my team and what I feel they need from me. And I try to make that tangible, like into a tangible skill. Like, what is the leadership skill I'm working on? I will tell you that for the last few months, my leadership skill, and it will probably be my skill again this month because I'm still working on it, is building people up. There are some amazing leaders out there who are just naturally build people up. It's like, you can do it. Yes, you can. It's just like it oozes out of them. The first thing out of their mouth is a compliment. The first thing out of their mouth is what you did well. I am naturally wired since birth, my mother says, to be self-critical. I am naturally wired to say, oh, well, I could have done that better. This is what I think we could do better with this. This is how we could improve. It's just how I'm wired. It's how my parents are. Like my dad goes through Disneyland and he's on vacation and he's looking at, oh, that light bulb's out. We should let them know that bulb's out. You know, and like my mom, it's just how she's wired. She goes around, oh, we could make this more efficient like this. Oh, we can make this look better like this. It's just my genes. And I recognize that as a leader, that's not always the best thing because people need to hear good stuff. And my suggestions and improvements aren't always the best way of doing things, not at least at first. So that's one of my skills that I'm trying to build as a leader. And I would encourage you to figure out what is your skill wherever you are in Young Living. Maybe it's a skill you want to use with your children. Because gosh darn it, all of my leadership skills with Young Living translate into my relationship with my boys. So look at what kind of leader do you want to be. I had a Facebook message from somebody last week who said, thank you so much for your sculpts. I love them. You know, I hope that when I'm a diamond leader, I'll be able to do this too. And I said, oh, no, 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 no. I said, if you think like that, you're not going to get to diamond. You have to put on your diamond panties now. Like, put them on now. If you guys want to really grow, if you want your business to just skyrocket, you have to sit there and say, okay, if I am a diamond today, what would I do? What would I do as a diamond leader today? What would I do as a Royal Crown diamond leader today? Like, what would my day be like? And if you're not doing it, just go do it. That is the way you advance. You put yourself out there, you put on the panties you need to put on to be the rank you want to be, and you do it. So look at that question. What would I do as a leader? Let's see. I'm just going to share. I'm not going to share the whole worksheet with you because, yes, and then go do it. Yeah, don't just say it. Then go do it because leaders think it, and then they go make it happen, right? Let me just share a couple more things. So I look at who do I want to diamond panties. Yeah, see, I can't put that in the title of a scope because then I'll get all sorts of creepy people on my scope, but we can talk about it once we're in here, right? They don't know what we're saying. Okay, I look specifically at what builders on my team will I cultivate and provide focused support to. So every month I have a couple of leaders and builders who are like raring to go, and I just made this worksheet up. I made it up last year, and I just put in questions that I wanted to keep top of mind. So I encourage you to just go and make up your own worksheet. It doesn't matter what the questions are. You will know what you're trying to work on, and you'll know what you're trying to cultivate for yourself and for your team. I really recommend that you focus on specific people each month, and that you're specific on who you're focusing on. Who are the people that have reached out to you? I just did a call with an executive. She just reached executive, and she's clear. She's going for gold. Yeah, silver, she'll pass it, but she's looking at gold. You can bet she's going to be on the list of people that I'm going to be mentoring, okay? There are people that you know are ready for it. They're the people you want to focus on, and you want to write their names down. One of the things I'm going to do tonight is put down a list of all my folks and their why next to their name. I'm putting it right on my computer screen so I see them, and I see their why, and I see their goal every single day. Okay, sometimes you can't help everyone in your organization each month, but you can help a few select people, and boy, that can create a lot of change for you and for them. I look at which of my own personally enrolled people am I going to focus on supporting, either inviting them to events or doing care calls with them. Okay, sometimes when you have a long list of people you personally enrolled, again, it can be overwhelming. You don't even start care calls because you're like, oh shoot, I'll never get to everybody. Of course you're not going to get to everybody, not if you have a lot. So you just hand select the people that you say, gosh, I haven't talked to them in a while. Let me put their name down on my worksheet and schedule in their name in my calendar when I'm doing care calls so that a whole nother month doesn't go by before you contact them. Okay, now here is the most important part, right? All the work you've done up to this point is leading you to this. You get to the point where you put down, my OGV goal is, right? My volume goal for the month is. How many of you guys have already set your OGV goal for September, where you want to close out September at? How many of you have already set that? It's clear, it's clarified in your mind, you know exactly what it is. Okay, so one has, one hasn't. Okay, that's all right. You still got to the end of the day. No. Okay, if you do not clarify your goal, you're not going to end up there. If you've never, oh, you guys, if you've never set a volume goal, holy cow. Okay, I'm so glad. All right, tap for hearts. This is so exciting. If you've never set an OGV goal, this is the first month you're going to start, okay? You want to say clearly, where do I want to be at the end of this month? Where do I want to end up? If you don't put that out there, to the universe, to God, to whoever you feel like is running this whole show, if you don't put that out there, how are you going to hit that? It's like, I don't know, it's like inviting someone to a party and forgetting to tell them where the party's happening, right? Okay, good, Andreas, you got 6,500, great, you've got that. How do we set a realistic goal? You know what? It doesn't really matter what you want to sit with it individually. I can't tell you. Someone's realistic goal to someone else is going to be, whew, that's way too unrealistic for me. And someone else is going to say, oh, that's too little, right? You have to put a goal. I always like to say, look at something that is realistic based on your past growth and then bump it up so it makes you just a little bit nervous. Bump it up so that you're like, ooh, if I hit that, that would be awesome, right? Why not bump it up and go past where you think you're going to land? Go back and just make it make it really great, okay? Whatever goal you put down on there, whatever goal, no, I do not look in and look at what's coming in and make that my goal, because why? That's already coming in. I look and I say, where do I want to be? So I'll tell you right now, I have specific goals that match my why, and so I look back, I look at where I want to be, at what time, and I go back and I divide the OGV up. So I'm like, okay, this month I need to be here. If I'm going for that big goal out then at that time, I divide it back and I look and I say month by month, where do I need to be? Okay. I will tell you, if you don't put the goal out there, the OGV, it's not going to happen. If you do put it out there and you aim too low, that's where you'll hit. You'll hit too low. If you put really high, like way unreasonable, like say you're at 4,000 OGV right now, right? Say you just hit executive. You're like, I'm going to hit gold next month. I'm going to hit 35,000 OGV. For some people, that might be realistic, right? You have to know yourself though. If that big of a jump is not realistic for you and it's not like a stretch goal, that's like a totally crazy loony goal, and you don't hit that and you get disappointed next month when you don't go from 4,000 to 35,000 and then you get frustrated and you want to stop building your business, that was not a good goal for you. But if you say, yeah, I want to hit like 4,100 next month, playing it safe so you know you'll hit it, that's not a good goal either. So you want to go like, where do I think I will get? And then you push it past that. You push it past that because you're capable of so much more than you think. The month I hit diamond, that OGV that shouldn't have happened. I will do a whole nother scope on what I had to do that month from a mindset perspective to lead my team to becoming a diamond team. But I will say you want to feel a little nervous about your goal. You want to hit 4,000 and hit executive. Awesome. So you guys put down your OGV goal. Put down if there is a rank. If there was a rank that was associated with your goal, put that down too, okay? What if you're way better in March but had some rough months? Is reaching the top month good? You know what? I would just leave the rough months where they were. I would just, so much can change in a month. I would look back and say, where do I want to be? I would go past where you were in your best month. September is a fabulous time to build. September is such a fabulous time to build. You want to go for it right now. Melanie, you love these scopes, but you feel so small now. That's not the goal of these scopes at all. That's just your mindset. You got to shift that mindset, girlfriend. You got to shift it, okay? Small, big, that is all just a perspective. It's all just a perspective, okay? 2.5 years, almost 3 years ago, I was at 21 OGV. Diamond was just this like, someday I'll get there. I had no freaking idea. Excuse me. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on Periscope. I had no idea. Okay? What I want you to do is to let go of that word small. Let go of the word small. That will keep you small. Okay? You need to let go of that. You need to adopt the word big, powerful, bodacious, whatever word you need to be, you got to adopt that. Small will keep you small. You're not meant to be small. No one on this scope is meant to be small. Okay? All right. Also, paycheck goal. If you have a paycheck goal, put that down. Put down these goals. 2 things I've learned about the universe. The universe really loves it when you're specific. The more specific you can be, the better the universe can deliver. You give the universe a wishy-washy goal, the universe is like, she doesn't really care. He's not really clear. I don't know. We'll just throw something her way. We'll just, however his cards land up, great. The universe wants you to be specific. Hey, Tanya. Hello, hello. I loved your picnic. I got this great rosé inspired by your picnic. Thank you so much for all that, for the great, that was a great scope. So the universe loves specific, and the universe loves to be on time. If you don't put a time frame on your goal, the universe doesn't know when to deliver it, right? The universe is like, I don't know, they want 4,000 OGV. They want to reach executive, but there's no date on it. So I guess, I don't know, maybe we'll deliver that like next year. No, you got to put a date next to it. You got to put that, just put it down, commit to it, put a date. That's why I like doing this every month, because I know I'm putting a goal for the end of the month. It's a short-term goal. The universe loves those, right? Like just, takes it and can just run with it, okay? So then what I do is I go and I have this conversation with any of my leaders who wish to, any of my leaders who are ready to. Okay, I have the conversation with them. What is your OGV goal? What is the rank you want to be at the end of this month? What is your paycheck goal? And I ask them to have that conversation with all of their leaders and their builders before we get on the phone together, because we want to see what is building up, what is percolating through the whole team. Let's make this a unified goal, right? If I know their goals, I love that. 10,000 OGV, $1,000 paycheck. That's specific. Is that for the end of September? Make sure you put down your date there. Okay, so now what you've got is not just your goals, because this network marketing is not just about us this month. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Network marketing is about your whole family, your whole Young Living family, or whatever network marketing company you're at. It's not just your goals. You will not get there without bringing everyone along with you. So you want to have this conversation with everyone else. What was most fun last month for you as a builder? What was your biggest growth? What was your biggest success? You can put, I'm going to actually put this out to my whole team this month on Facebook. We're going to have some of these conversations over our Facebook team page because I want to hear from everybody. Imagine when we're all holding the intention for everyone's goals, how much closer we will be to reaching that. So I'm going to see if I left anything out from my worksheet here. Oh, yeah, the last question. So my last question says, so after we look at all the numbers and the goals of your leaders and all of that, my last question says, and will I allow some space for that unexpected magic to happen? Will I allow some space for that unexpected magic to happen? Do you guys know what that unexpected magic is? Has anyone experienced that at the 11th hour at the end of the month where you have a goal and you put it in stone and writing and you have your date and you're sitting there going, wow, I really know this is going to happen, but I have no idea how this is going to happen. And then it happens. It happened to your aunt last night. Yes, it did, right? That is the magic. There is magic that will come out if you create the space for it. But you have to do the legwork first to get your goals down, to reflect on the month before, to look at the month ahead. When it's so clear that it has happened in your mind so strongly that there's no other option but for it to happen, you don't have to know how it's going to happen. That is where the magic takes over. And even at that 11th hour, stuff can happen. Stuff does happen. It happens every month in Young Living. People reach goals that seemed impossible at 10 o'clock, and somewhere, somehow, someone places an order, someone enrolls someone. It's just crazy what happens. So you want to remind yourself that there is magic out there that will work on your behalf. You don't have to always know all of the how. You do your best, you set your goal, you do what you need to do as a builder and as a leader, and let the magic come in. Let the magic work its magic. But acknowledge it, right? Because magic likes to be acknowledged. Okay? So I need to go back. I need to get a little more specific and work some of my goals so I can really look at this month and be super clear. Does anybody have any questions about this process before we jump off? And is anybody going to go and do this now tonight before you go to bed? Even if it's just looking at like 1 or 2 questions. Did I inspire anybody to go through this process this month? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Absolutely, yes. So many, too many. Don't do a lot. If it's your first time, just look at one thing that went well last month, one thing you want to change, one thing you want to do the same this month, and one thing you want to change. Okay, it doesn't have to be like glamorous and crazy. If it's too long and you're overwhelmed and you're not going to do it, then that's not very helpful. So just start with it very, very simple. If you guys want to do this as a team, if you feel like this would be helpful for anybody on your team, please share it. You know, it'll be out for 24 hours. What is it? Swipe left to right on an iPhone, swipe up on an Android, and you can share it with your team and say, guys, let's do this. Let's implement this as our monthly MMO on the first day of the month. Okay, so powerful. We can maybe check back next month on the first day and see who got to their goals. Okay, so it looks like no questions. So I'm going to go ahead and pop off. I have to finish this before my mom comes so I can be fully present for her when she walks in the door. You guys are awesome. This is going to be a great month. Just watch. It's going to everything's going to explode. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye. And I never remember which way to flip this darn thing to stop. One of these days I'll remember. Good night, everybody.